Hello everybody, and welcome back to the OK Double Dev channel. And today we're going to be doing another devlog on my indie game, 100 Stage Dodge game. Let's get straight into it. If you like the video, only if you like the video, subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the last video, but I did add a little note in the top of the screen just saying how to start the first stage because some people were confused on that. So as you can see on the screen now, that's where it is, and it explains it. Now for the first other thing, basically when enemies are off screen, there is a little red tag that will show if the enemy is off screen and in which direction the enemy is off screen. So once you start a wave, the enemies usually come from the top of the screen downward. So there's a little tag just showing that. And pretty much you have a little bit more awareness. That's the reason why I added it. Now on the FPS counter, the frames per second counter if you don't know, basically just how smoothly your game's running in the most basic way of explaining it. But now I have one of those and it's something I wanted to add for a little while. There's also options to enable and disable lighting, so I can't really show too much gameplay of the game being played with lighting. Well, maybe I'll find a way of doing it, but yeah. So now, if your PC say isn't good enough to run the game, you can turn that off, and it'll probably run better. Same with post processing. It doesn't really do too much, I don't think, in terms of performance, but it's just if you want, maybe if you think the screen looks clearer without the post processing, you could have that. So that's the options out of the way. Now on to little small thing with the update notes. On the main menu screen, it just tells you what is the most recent updates to the game or the most recent changes to the game. So it's a little more clear as I update the game what's changed actually. Next, there's random messages that pop up on the stage that you start on, which is stage 0, stage 25, 50, and 75. After you defeat the bosses, because there's bosses there, or there's the boss that you go up against, and it basically is just little tips or little useful information that will help you survive on your journey. The final thing I want to go over is the background color changes, and it pretty much changes. It's a cool little thing that I thought would just make the game feel more alive, and it changes over time, just smoothly over time. You've probably noticed it. I guess dynamically is the word. And whenever you are damaged or an enemy self-destructs, that is what, like, there's a flash of light that makes that just adds a little bit more polish or a little bit more feedback, and I think it looks really nice. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. For a quick description of the game, it's a roguelike where you go through 100 stages with mainly just enemies being the obstacle. There also is other obstacles as well. And you gain abilities over time, randomly, and there's a lot of randomization involved with the stats of the enemies and all that kind of stuff. And the goal is to get to the 100th stage and win.